Alright, hopping into it. If you don't know what these tiers are, let's get into it. S plus, either broken, overpowered, or needs to be patched. One of those three. Nothing is going in there that shouldn't be one of those three. S is just the best badges in the game. A are pretty much not quite the best badges in the game, but I feel like everybody should be putting on or should be prioritizing in the builder. B are usable badges. I can see people trying to get in the builder, but it's not like they're not the best tier, and they're not knocking right on the door of being the best badges. C, D, F. F is terrible. D is like, what does this badge do? And C is like, okay, mid. Let's get into it. Area Wizard. I'm gonna be honest, all the dunk badges, being so honest with you, got a buff. Every single dunk badge. And make sure I got this in order. It is in order. It is in order. Alright. Area Wizard. Let's start it with the finishing badges. If I'm honest with you, I played the day after the patch came out because I was very confused on what that meant on the dunking part when people come up behind you. I was very confused on what that meant. I played the day after that came out. I have not got bumped out of any dunks since that patch came out. I've played with teammates. I have not seen people get bumped out of any dunks. Now, I also tried my career because maybe Christmas noobs and all that type of stuff, I'm just playing worse people. I played my career. I'm going to be honest. I did see people get taken out of dunks on lobs. When it came to just regular dunks though, especially with the dunk meter, I didn't get taken out of any dunks. But when it comes to Area Wizard, I feel like this is pretty much still the same. I might put this B because I'm thinking of the badges. I'm going to put A now that some things are just more vital or volatile. I think that's the word I'm looking for. I think that is B. It's not knocking on the door of being one of the best because it has actual counters to it, whether it be passing lanes or just jumping for a block and you can pretty much take people out of animations. I think it's still good though, because you can do a lot of stuff with lobs this year with the self lobs, the back doors, all type of stuff. I think Area Wizard is B tier. Posterizer. With this recent patch, rim running is back. I think layups was very good this past season. I feel like no matter really what layup package you was using, it was really tough to contest layups. Now, with this new contest patch, I said this in that video going over the patch, the contest system is broken because what they changed after season 1. I went into the rim. I will say this, I do get more consistent contests since this patch because of the little light, moderate, strong. But when it comes to layups, I literally make more strong and moderate layup contests than I make weak. So I still think layups are very crazy right now. I still don't think you have to use meter or time your layups. And to go alongside that, like I said, meter dunks I haven't got taken out of in any way. That goes along with jumping. When people try to jump with me and try to block me, I haven't got taken out of them. Now the thing I had a huge issue with wasn't really the jumping. I felt like that was an actual solid counter for dunking and rim running. Because if somebody's in good position and they time a jump, that person should be harder to get dunked on, especially if they have the attributes required to do so. But the layup strips where people was coming out of absolute nowhere to take the ball was a huge issue. I haven't had that happen one time since this patch. I played the game the day before the patch. I got like 5 of them in one game. I played the next day. I didn't get any. Now, I will say you can still rip people around the free throw line. So, say for instance, they try to do a layup early. Around the free throw line, you're getting it. But I'm talking about the times where you're like almost in the restricted area and people taking it. I haven't had that happen one time. Posterizer, I'm going to go S. That genuinely may be one of the best badges in the game now, with them kind of making it harder to take people out of dunks. That might be one of the best badges in the game. Rise Up was already really, really good. I'm going to put it right next to Posterizer. It's kind of tough to really rank which is better now.
I do think standing dunks are very good, but I've seen so many people miss standing dunks this year. I see people miss more standing dunks than I see people miss driving dunks. So I'll say rise up. The only time I really see people miss the driving dunks is if like somebody jumps at them. But even those situations I see happen more with standing dunks than driving dunks. So yeah, most of the time I see people miss on driving dunks when people got taken out or stripped, and that's just been nerfed. So I'm gonna go with rise up behind it. Float game, I feel like floaters are back. Now if y'all didn't know, I did make a build with a high layup as a big, just to be able to test the layups for bigs. The floaters I be doing on that build are crazy. I be doing them from free throw line, and I don't have the layup timing on. Now I will say I do play with somebody that has like an 82 free throw. They miss wide open layups. So I do think it does depend on the experience of the player. I feel like my experience is a completely different experience than the person I play with. Like, he misses wide opens. So I can see the discrepancy there. But for me, I have not had that happen. I even make some stupid stuff on builds I don't even have layup on. So it really doesn't really make a lot of sense. But I'm going to say floater is B. I don't think it's quite A, where it's knocking on the door of S. But I do think it is good and better than Aerial Wizard. Layup Mixmaster is... Okay, now this one is tough. You put Layup Mixmaster with Physical Finisher, it might be S+. On its own, if you don't have strength on your build, I probably would say it might still be S though. Because the double clutch layups on this game go in at a high rate. Like I was saying, I make some stupid layups on builds I don't even have layup on. Like, I'll make a build just so I don't be a 99 overall and just don't upgrade the layup sometimes. I will eventually upgrade it, but I'm just saving my VC sometimes so I can buy stuff. But yeah, there's some stuff that goes in that shouldn't. I'm gonna probably have to put this S. This may be even S+. But I'm gonna go S. Physical Finisher, that's probably S+, bro. The more they buff finishing at the rim, the more broken Physical Finisher is gonna be. It has to be S. Now the thing is, it doesn't say just driving. The big issue I have with layups this whole year has been the standing contact contested right under the rim layups. Physical Finisher apparently helps that too. So I'm gonna have to have that S+. Not even before they started buffing layups and dunks, I was probably saying this was in the broken, needs to be patched. I don't know how we 4 seasons in and it hasn't been even altered in any way. But here we are. Paint Prodigy. Improves the player's ability to quickly and efficiently score while going to work in the paint. This is alright. I'll say it's A. It's okay. That's like gonna be like, I believe Paint Prodigy is just being able to. Oh. Okay, I'm mixing it up. That's post-up poet what I'm thinking. Paint Prodigy probably S+. Just like Physical Finisher. The scoring in the paint, it's ridiculous. It's stupid. It bro, they gotta do something to make it more balanced, in my opinion. But yeah, I'm gonna put it S+. Hook Specialist. Apparently, even after buffing them last season, they weren't good. When I did the video, people was in the comments telling me they're not good. Why did you put it that high? Okay, I'm with y'all. So I'm gonna put it C. Because I don't think it's really I think it's based off only the distinct people that want to use hooks that would even care if it's good or not. Yeah, I'm gonna just put it C. Post Fade Phenom. Post Fade Phenom is pretty solid. I feel like it does take somewhat skill though. I'm gonna put it behind Float Game. You can literally take the timing off a Float Game and still make them. So I would say that would go over Post Fade Phenom, because at the end of the day, I hate to break it to y'all, a dunk, a floater, a lob, and a mid-range and a post fade are all the same. Hate to break it to y'all, a post fade is probably the most difficult shot out of all those. So it's gonna be hard for that to be high unless you can unless people are just automatic with it. And that's on a case-to-case basis. There are some people that's very, very good with post fades, but I'm not saying it's broken. I think that's just skill gap. Some people are very good with it, some people are awful with it. I'm gonna just give those guys that credit. Now, I will say the fade middies are very good, especially if you play twos. So that may be where you can start trying to tell me it should be S, but even then I'll probably say it's A, because at the end of the day, that mid-range is still the same as a layup or a dunk. And those layups and dunks are very good right now. I can understand when the layups and dunks were just not as easy, not as worthwhile, but with them keep buffing these season in, season out, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be kind of hard to really argue that one. Post up poet, I'll probably put this A. You gotta think about what it all does. When you pump fake, they nerfed it, so that kind of made it not be S no more. But you still have the drop steps, you still have the post spins, you still can do the up and under stuff and all that from this. It just doesn't make people jump every time. That was so broken, by the way. I'm glad they did nerf that. That's one way I guess you could say they nerfed the interior scoring, but it's still kind of a problem. And then it's just oh. Wait, so post powerhouse is backing people down and drop steps? Wait, post up poet improves your scoring ability out of the post. Okay, I'm confused by these badges. I'm gonna put these next to each other. Apparently, post up poet is not drop steps. I thought it was drop steps this whole time. But okay, post powerhouse is drop steps, which makes sense, I guess. They put the little backing down and drop steps into one badge. Okay, I guess that makes sense, but okay. That's the finishing badges.